Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back again. Today we're going to be checking out another new game, as is the theme for this month here on the channel. We're going to be checking out Tanzia. Tanzia is a game by... Oh, I just had it pulled up. Arcanity Inc. Links will be in the description down below to their Steam stuff. Yeah, their Steam page. It's going to be available sometime in 2017. And what this game is an old RPG, old-style RPG made with modern tech. Unique world combines elements of your favorite action RPGs in an open 3D world full of magic and monsters. And I'm big into RPGs right now. Big into magic and action and adventure. And so the guys sent me a key for this, and I thought I'd check it out here with you guys. So we're going to hit new game, and we are going to go with Drax, of course. Let's go ahead and get in here a little bit. Tanzia. But yeah, cradle of the new world. The island of Tanzia is home to a great and new and great race called the Akazi. Akazi. The Akazi had little interest in technology and material wealth. They pursued wisdom above all else. And they also had no nose. Alright. With the Akazi, alchemy, and endless possibilities. Yep. Because of their unique values, other races often regarded them as primitive and mistook them for weak. Looks like these guys got a couple of guns. A critical mistake. The guns turned into birds. Tanzia, until one day, a little evil known as the Skeleton King came to claim the island. The greatest Akazi warriors confronted the Skeleton King and his undead armies. And one by one, the Akazi fell. This terrible evil fought with advantage, unique knowledge of something born of this new world. There's a Skeleton King way back there, and we fought. Arcanity, that's how you pronounce it, Arcanity. Who understood the mysteries of Arcanity. But one Akazi had already attained the mastery greater than any other. The Skeleton King soon met his match. Alright. King was furious. This small, frail creature had undone decades of preparation with a single blow. I'm reading a little faster. The Skeleton King retreated and the Akazi did not pursue. Oh, man. Tanzia was safe once again. The Akazi continued to flourish, and the Great One continued to pioneer alchemy and Arcanity. I'll get there. Creatures of all races came from all over the world seeking his mentorship, and he taught any who would learn from him. Until one day, something more pressing demanded his attention. I like that hair, man. It's like God Goku. Great One blessed with many children and many grandchildren who he loved dearly, but one was very special. This one would be the center of his world for many years. I bet you that's who we play. As the child grew, he showed a great aptitude for Arcanity. No grandparent ever felt more love, pride for a child than the Great One did for his young grandson. But he knew their precious time together would be short. Alright, so let's go ahead. The Skeleton King was already plotting a terrible revenge against his new foe. He would end the Great One's bloodline. The Skeleton King used the darkest arcanity to summon an evil and torture creature from other dimension and enslave it to his will. The creature, a shade, was the perfect assassin. It passed through solid objects at will, traveled nearly unseen in the shadows, and had a deadly touch. Skeleton King watched from afar in glee as a shade passed through the young child. Stopped his heart. With a single word, the Great One obliterated the shade in a million dark splinters that dissipated in the light. But the damage was already done. As the Great One fell to his knees, weeping over the body of his young grandson, the Skeleton King was very, very pleased. But the Skeleton King had once again underestimated his Akazi foe. And when the Great One sensed that the Skeleton King was no longer watching, the illusion was lifted and the child was smiling once again. The Great One, though, was very sad. He knew that the events had not been set into motion, which would end their happy time together. And he would not see his beloved grandson again for a very long time. He sent the child to live in seclusion on a volcano island with the most caring and trusted friend, Abenaki, far away from the peering eyes of the Skeleton King. The Great One, believing his presence was a danger to the village, also left. And he never returned. Decades passed, and the village, whispered of a sudden disappearance so long ago, turned into speculation of his certain demise. The Skeleton King, believing that victory lay finally within his grasp, would again descend on Tanzia to claim his prize. And this time, no one can stop him. Tanzia, playtanzia.com. So yeah, links will be in the description for this game. We're going to check it out here. Hopefully we get to start playing here. The game is in beta right now, so that's what I'm playing. There are going to probably be some bugs and some different stuff, so, you know, if you guys are, we run into anything, of course, that's how it's going to be. So we can look around, NPCs, monsters, and anything else you can interact, go and click on them. Find Abenaki and click on him to speak with him. Quest journal button. Okay, we can click on that. Gearing up. Okay, so let's close that. And totems. A large totem in the village will replenish your health and mana. Also acts as a save point. Look for other totems outside the village when you need to rest or save. Cool. All right, so we got a cool little jump there. That's pretty neat. Let's come over here. Oh, he's got some different abilities. Let's not talk to him. There's somebody around with some weapons, and I think that's where we need to go. Oh, no, we probably have to talk to this guy first. You? Medea's shop is the only way to travel. Get closer to interact. Happy birthday! I promised your grandfather I'd protect you, but you have to accept that today you're an adult, and I will let you leave the village soon. But first, with your new freedom comes new responsibility. It's time to perform the annual ritual of the totems, to replenish the totems that shield the village from the forbidden art of voodoo. I need your help preparing it. You'll need a weapon, a spell, and a potion. First, the weapon. Here's 1 gold. Go buy a practice staff, and then return to me. Okay, so we're going to come right up here. This little guy has got the universal symbol for weapons. Let's talk to him. He's got a staff. Let's buy it. You equipped the practice staff. You feel dizzy? Oh, goodness. Oh, I just passed out. You hear me, little one? Once upon a time, there lived a young hero. A great hero. Arcanity came to him as easily as the wind. Look like you, little one. Remember. I'm going to turn this game up just a smidge. I don't want it to get too loud because... All right, you blacked out. All right. So here we go. A little bit better there. Much better, actually. Okay, so... got some equipment. We got a practice staff. Yes, good. The fine staff to get you started. And now Arcanity. Find the trainer and learn Ice Shard spell from him. Sweet. So that guy was right over here. He had some different spells that we could kind of get in with. So let's see. Ice Shard purchase. You learned Ice Shard. Awesome. Memorize by dragging it to your ability hotbar. Okay, so spellbook. We'll just put that on number 2. Return to Abenaki. Sounds great. You cannot attack that target. Well, that's probably a good thing. See, Arcanity comes easily to you, just like Mako. In time, you will be able to thwart even the most sinister voodoo masters. Finally, there is alchemy. I'll teach you that art later, but for now, you should get a healing potion. Guard against voodoo, but it will mend your physical wounds. Find the alchemist and purchase a red healing potion. I'm going to assume this guy up here is the alchemist. Let's see, let's talk to him. What's up, dude? A red healing potion. We got it. Awesome. And then we could drag that to our bar as well. Equipment. Very nice. Got to return over here to our protector. Ah, young Drax, your grandfather Mako would be proud if he were alive to see you. But please, do not be reckless. You are not one of the heroes from your stories. Its power continues to wane until we perform the rituals. The big totem in the center of the village will still restore your when not in combat. When you are away from the village, look for smaller totems. First chore is to collect the Akiri feathers. We need quite a lot of them for the ritual. Search, bring me 20 feathers. Okay. It's okay if they're a little bit charred. Well, considering I have a different spell, let's kind of keep going here. Get into that. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. All right. So we got some feathers. Cool. Kind of your standard tab target affair. Okay. Let's watch this here. We're hurting. Okay, keep going. You're not facing your target. Got him. Got that one. Oh, goodness. You were slain. No. Oh, man. Oh, what happens now? We were slain. Not good. We took on too many of them at once.
In the cradle of the new world.
Tanzia is home to a great... Oh, man.
Tanzia.
It's all starting over again. That's a bummer. Oh, can we can fast forward between all this? I don't see my mouse. So I'm going to click through all of that. I guess probably because I haven't saved yet, and you're probably not supposed to die on the tutorial. But yeah, let me go through this all real quick. All right, so returning back to Abenaki. Let's see. Can I go ahead and save? Yes. All right, cool. Hopefully we won't have to run into that again, and hopefully I won't die again. You know, that'd be good. Young Magi returns. Do you have the feathers? Excellent. These will do nicely. The other components for the ritual are 2 potions, See Invisible and Cleanse. I'm expecting a shipment of silver for the Cleanse potion, but you'll gather the reagents for the See Invisible one in the meantime. 4 Dangling Undergrumps. It's a small, odd-looking plant. There are some pockets growing in the crossroads. It requires extremely high concentration of nitrogen and kalium to thrive, so look around and see where the wild boars are. 6 Turtle Brush, that's orange grassy sort of plant. You remember it, it grows by the beach, and the Akura are never far from it. Be cautious. Venture near from voodoo practicing Emery. Outside the village can be aggressive. Awesome. Okay. So we have 33 gold. Let's come over here and let's take a look to see if there are any other spells that we can purchase. So that one's 100, that one's 10. So we can learn Fireball. So let's go ahead and grab that. I'm going to put that one on the bar there, and then I'm going to switch this one all the way down there. I think that'll be good. And then we can also come over here to this fella and see if there's any other weapons. I know he just had the practice staff, so I'm assuming that that'll be good for us for a bit. Ruby of Health just gives us 25 HP, but it's 50 gold, and we don't have 50 gold. We have 23 gold, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and we're going to head outside of the city. Yeah, there we go. That'll work for us. Goodness. I think this is outside the city. You gonna let me out? Hello? Do I have to talk to you? You trying to get out? Yes. Stock up on some potions before leaving the village. Do you want to leave anyway? Yes. Be careful out there. All right. Saving. Awesome. The crossroads. Just left of the village. Crossing a new zone. Cannot follow you across the zone border. All right. So there's a wild boar. Let's do a fireball. Slowed, and then we come up to it and attack it. Nice. Okay, some boar tusks. Awesome. Okay. Now, are these guys going to be aggressive? Like, are we going to get attacked by them? Yep, that's a yes. Awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so this that was one of the plants we needed. What is that? Good stuff. Get closer to interact. A Crispin's Glove. Okay. Looks like these little droopy plants is what we're going to need for the most part. That was a critical hit. Good stuff. Yeah, this definitely feels like an MMO. Feels like the start of a good RPG. That's interesting. This guy is big. A corrupt boar. Not enough mana. Does my mana restore? Miss. -2. Am I gonna need mana potions to restore my mana? Oh man, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Okay, we're healed. This guy is big. Oh man, we might need to go back. Quick, go back. Just keep running. I can't sprint. There's no sprint button. I died. All right, so now I'm curious to see, am I gonna start over like in the crossroads? Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's go pick up some gear. Let's pick up some stuff. Some mana potions, some mana potions, some health potions, you know, that kind of stuff that probably will be useful. I'm guessing, you know, since we almost died. Guess we're not high enough level just yet. But yeah, there's that. Pick 2 of those up, and we can pick 1 of those up. Awesome. All right, so go ahead and put that down on the bar, and we can get out of here and do some damage to the world. Awesome. I'm a little bummed out that there is not seeming to be a run ability. Yeah, nothing through there that I can really find as far as keybinds are concerned, but not a big deal. All right, so we basically had to start over. Panther Seed. That one's nothing. Let's just go ahead and take you out. Critical hit. Take him down for gold. All right, we've seen a lot more of those flowers kind of here on the other side, so that should work out for us. Nice Magi hit. Good stuff. Okay, now are these guys aggressive? No, those ones are not. Good to know. Critical hit. That one was good. Now we're not going to have the mana available to take this guy out totally, but we'll use one of those. And all is well. All is well. All right. Good stuff. Let's get over here. We'll grab one of these. There are some more of these guys. Yeah, they're kind of spread out around here. Yeah, we got one. And how many did he say that we were going to need of these? Gathering resources. 4 dangling undergrubs. Undergrumps. Got 3. Okay, good. There's the corrupt guy. You know, we could try and take him out now that we have some abilities. We have the mana necessary to do so. The mana. Oh man, that thing is like super strong. You're not facing your target. Not enough mana. Slowed. All right, let's get out of here. This is bad news, guys. Run! Run! There's got to be at least 3 of these guys running after us. All right. They will not follow us through the zone. Awesome. That was cool. That was cool. Good to know that that's something that we can do, that we can accomplish to run away if need be. Come on, smack him down. Smack him down. It is a little bit of a bummer that you don't, like, regenerate any mana over time. That is going to make for a little bit more difficult of a game. But it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Let's get this guy up here. Oh, we got this little fella. Good stuff. Got that one, got that one. Okay, now we need 6 turtle brushes from Turtle Beach. Now here's a little mana staff. That's cool. Awesome. That'll let us level up there. Not level up, but you know, get where we need to go. So we just need to follow that down to this. Okay. So yeah, I think this is where we're going to actually wrap up this episode of Tanzia. But if you guys want to check it out, links will be in the description down below. We'll be right back tomorrow with another episode. I'll probably do 5 or so, depending on how much content there is. I don't know how much there really is, but we'll do a nice little check on the game and kind of show it off a little bit. So for now, guys, my name is Drax. Have a good one.